Happy Thanksgiving week, everyone, and welcome back to Rams Reveal, presented by Sleep Number, the Rams sleep and wellness partner. I'm JB Long, and we are so grateful for you for supporting this show now in its 7th season. And our guest this week, getting set for Week 13, is a rookie defensive back. We welcome Jaylen Tank McCollough, and we'll talk about that nickname, of course.
Yes, indeed.
Turned 24 years old this fall in the middle of his rookie season. Nice to meet you. That's probably the untold story of Rams Revealed, as a lot of times this is the first time I get to meet some of our new players.
Likewise, yes, sir.
Sorry to bring you in off the back of a loss. That happens sometimes. Tough one against Philadelphia, and I know you only played about a dozen defensive snaps in this one, but what do you make of it?
Like you said, it's a tough loss. That's a good football team. It's not more so that they beat us. We kind of beat ourselves, and that's where we're getting, getting back to going through the film, getting ready for another week. Got New Orleans coming up, so that's really the focus now.
Saquon Barkley's for real, huh? What was it like to see it up close and personal?
That's a real dude, man. You hear the stories and you hear certain people talk about him. You watch it on film. You see him spin move and jump over a guy backwards, but then you see him in real life, and that's real deal NFL running back right there. So
I thought you had that punt block.
Man,
How close was it?
Let's not talk about it. Let's not. No, I was about if I would have. I don't even know how close. Like, I was so close that I don't even know how close I was.
Probably could have felt it go past your fingertips.
It was one of those. Next one I'm gonna get it.
Was there anything you could have done differently, or did you take it all the way?
Yeah, I got the coaching points. The biggest thing was just late hands. I kind of swatted at it a little bit, timing thing, and then just keeping my eyes on the block point, block spot. So just little stuff like that.
So with that loss, the Rams fall below 500, 5-6, still a half dozen games to go, though. Do you have any sense of the division standings, playoff framework, anything like that?
I know the division's wide open, and that's, our kind of focus right now. So
the reason I ask is because Puka made waves by saying he didn't even know the Rams were in the NFC West until lately. So
no,
I love that.
I had to educate myself on all of the divisions and all of that. So coming in, I kind of, NFC West, San Fran, Seattle, Arizona. So
new taste of some new rivalries. I know you got plenty coming from SEC country. Surely you've been to New Orleans, right? Or at least Baton Rouge for an SEC road
I've been to Baton Rouge. Mm-hmm. I've never been to New Orleans.
Never been to the Superdome.
Nope.
It's quite an environment. Maybe similar, akin to what you experienced there against LSU. And they got a couple of Vols on the team.
Just course, a few.
Alvin Kamara is like one of the all-time greats. But more recently, Alontae Taylor crossed paths.
Yes, indeed. So me and Tay was a year older. So he came in 2018. I came in 2019. And, just being at Tennessee with him, and, we actually sat next to each other in meetings, man, and just getting the game from him, him being the older guy. He came in, he played as a freshman, and then I get there next year and, started playing as a freshman. So just being under his wing, understanding the process and, what it takes to be successful at the college level, we really had a good relationship on that.
What's amazing about the league is anytime you put a strength or a deficiency on tape, the next week gives you a chance to solve for it, right?
Indeed.
And you go from Saquon to Kamara and the Saints rushing attack. I know you haven't begun your preparation yet, but how anxious do you feel like this defense is to make amends?
Oh yeah, man, we're ready to get back out there and put our brand of football on tape. A lot of us feel like that, what you all saw on Sunday wasn't really Rams defense, and we're ready to go out there and put it on display.
Tell me about your brand of defense, and how would you describe your role on that side of the football? I've been trying to pin it down, but I've seen you in the box, I've seen you in the slot, I've seen you at free safety.
Yeah, my role, man, I just do what they tell me to do, man. Line up, try to make the most of my opportunity and make plays. I like to, as far as my game, I like to think I'm very versatile. I had the ability to play in the box or play in the deep half or the deep post. And, the area I'm really trying to improve in is my slot coverage and, being in the slot, being sticky in man coverage. So just being versatile, just being physical, just being out there, being a playmaker.
I was going to say, did you mention your hands anywhere along the way there?
Yeah, because strike blocks and catch a few picks here and there.
That's the part I'm trying to get to here. Like, your interception per snap ratio is outrageous.
Yeah.
4 takeaways, and I count 164 snaps for our audience. That's about a quarter of the Rams' defensive plays. The phrase I keep hearing is living right.
Hey.
That Tank is living right. What does living right mean to you?
Man, just doing what you're supposed to do, doing everything that you can control, and letting everything else just falling into place. Preparation, mental, physical, emotional. Just really being present in everything that I'm doing. Here at the facility, at home, in the weight room, in the training room. Just really being intentional and being present in everything.
Mm-hmm. Definitely made your way on special teams, but in week 5, you get a chance on defense. Jordan Love throws you one thanks to another volunteer, Byron Young, with that pressure. Right
shout
place,
out BY.
right time.
Shout out BY.
Got to. What happens? Do you keep that game ball? Does it make it to the trophy case? How does that go?
You got to keep all of them. You got to keep all of them, especially rookie year. You making some plays. So for sure going to keep all of the interception balls. All of those are going to go back to my parents' house in Georgia. And it's just fun to look at, and when it's all said and done, you'll have those memories to look back on.
So you get that bye week, like a couple extra days for that highlight to play in your friends and family circle, but then you come off the bye and you get 2 more.
Yeah, living right.
And then week 8 at Seattle, of course. I know that's Cam Kinchin's game.
Yeah,
but before he got going in that fourth quarter in that red zone, you had another one off the tip drill.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's just just trying to be in the right spot at the right time, and just making the most of the opportunity. You see the ball in the air, tips and overthrows. Need those all the time, and just being in the right spot at the right time, the ball just finds you. It's
not an accident, though. It's your reputation. Oh, yeah. You set a new Tennessee record for career starts, 51 of them throughout your Vols tenure. You had 2 picks, I read, in your freshman spring game at Neyland Stadium.
Oh, wow. Where did you get all of this?
Google.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah.
Right? I mean, that was like a foreshadowing of what was to come.
Yeah.
Your defensive grade by Pro Football Focus led all SEC safeties. You had a pick 6 in college.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have hopes of being drafted? Were you surprised not to hear your name called?
Growing up, you always want to hear your name called. That wasn't a part of my story. But I'm here in LA and I'm happy to be here.
What do you remember about that draft weekend process? Like after that 7th round is done and the phone starts ringing and you and your representatives are talking to some options, what made that the right fit?
Well, just talking to my agent, the opportunity to come in and produce and perform, really, and from the scheme I played in college, it kind of, it's kind of similar scheme. So, it just felt right. And I don't like being cold. So a couple of the options were up north. I was like, we're going to try out LA. So it worked out and, just excited and glad to be here.
And you're kind of picking a place to spend at least your first offseason program, right? Because any number of things can happen when you're trying to make a team as an undrafted. How do you think you made your mark and earned your spot on the 53?
Just my approach, my professionalism, just coming in to work every day, asking the right questions, and really just putting your head down and going to work. I feel like that's all you really can do. Just coming in, undrafted, and this is it's a dream, man. Just to be considered one of the best and to play in the NFL. So why not make the most of it? Why not, go all in and give it your all? So.
Did you have a moment where you thought, okay, I belong here? Like I can do this. This is what I'm used to. I know that my talent measures up.
I had that moment in college. I always knew I could play at the highest stage, even when I was like a kid. Like I always knew I had the talents and the abilities. And then it was just putting the work in day in and day out. And then I don't know, man, like my senior year, I just believe like everything really started to click. And I played my best ball my senior year. And, just in the preseason, everything felt right. I was able to understand the scheme and figure out, how things were supposed to flow as far as, the defense, man. And, everything just felt right.
If you can do it at the highest level of college, the SEC,
oh yeah,
that's got to instill some confidence,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. And it's really just talking to my defensive coordinator at Tennessee. His name's Tim Banks. He will always preach, be a pro before you're a pro. And I think that was just the approach. Just going into my senior year, I just attack it as a pro. And those habits kind of roll over, and you want to build on those habits once you get to the NFL, and that's just really kind of what I've been focused on.
We touched on BY a little bit earlier, but his story is one of the all-time greats in Rams history and Rams Revealed history. Love telling that on this platform. What was it like seeing him come through, thrive, get drafted, have a great rookie season as someone who kind of knew that backstory?
Yeah, man, it was great. And, just going back to Tennessee, man, like once he got picked up and once his story got out there, man, we all were just so proud of him, so ecstatic for him, man, because that's the true testimony of having faith and staying down and trusting yourself. And, as y'all can see, man, BY's a dog, and I'm just so happy for him, and I'm really proud of him because I saw the way he worked in Knoxville and at Tennessee, man, and just to see everything pay off here on the biggest stage, it's a real testament to him.
I hear your Vols need a win this weekend, like a win and get in at Vanderbilt.
Man, I have great confidence in those guys, though. Vandy's actually pretty good this year, so it'll be a tough one, just like all SEC games are. But I know we'll pull it out.
How did that beating of Alabama go down? Because it had been 15 tries or something like that. It was a 15-year losing streak. We beat them on the last second field goal, so it was crazy. I just remember like seeing a sea of orange just rush the field as the kick went over, and it was crazy. Like I'll never forget that. Yeah. Neyland Stadium, I know you're on the field, not in the upper deck. It is the steepest stadium I've ever been in. Like, it feels like if you trip coming down those stairs, you'll end up on the 50-yard line.
So, man, yeah, I say this all the time, man. It's nothing like Neyland. I had the opportunity to actually go to the roof of the stadium. They had recruits there and all of that. So I was able to go to like the very top of the stadium and look down. Beautiful, beautiful stadium. Beautiful, beautiful place. Knoxville holds a special place in my heart. So,
and Rocky Top gets in your head.
Nah,
you ever wake up in the middle of the night?
You hear it once. It's over with.
Catchy.
It's over with.
Time now for our segment we call the Wind Down. It's brought to you weekly by Sleep Number, and we take a look in Rams Revealed at how we can get insight into sleep and recovery, how it impacts performance in the NFL. Because it's a holiday week, I thought we'd take a little bit of a different spin on it, right? Like food, nutrition's a part of recovery, right? Yep. So why don't we assemble the ideal Thanksgiving plate? And I'm going to give you 4 items, one for each of your interceptions as a rookie. Okay?
I got you.
So can you give me your 4-item plate? Dessert is optional. You can use it or not use it.
No, I'm not going to use any dessert. You have to start off with the mac and cheese. You can't leave out the mac and cheese. You got to have the yams, the sweet potatoes, got to have those. Gotta have some collard greens. I gotta have the greens. My mom would be mad if I made a plate with no greens on it.
Now, before you make your 4th and final pick, there's no protein on this plate so far. You good with that?
What all that say? Mac and cheese? Oh yeah, the protein was coming last.
Okay,
you gotta come on.
No judgment. You don't have to go bird.
No, I gotta have a bird. Yeah, you gotta have some type of protein on there. whether it be like turkey or ham, depending on what you.
And is the first serving the best? Or does it get better with age? Like, second pass or day after?
It's really that first plate you make after the nap. Like you've had that plate and then you go take a nap and then you wake up and it's like a second plate. It's like, yeah.
Where does Thanksgiving land in your holiday power rankings?
What are do I get like 3?
Yeah,
3?
Sure.
Okay. It's up there. It's probably up there like 2.
Yeah.
2, yeah.
Only behind
Valentine's Day.
What?
Yeah, that's a
crazy. Showstopper.
It's crazy, yeah.
Are you a romantic at heart?
You just spread love. I'm full of love, so just spread love. Like, why not? We were all created to love and to be loved. So, yeah.
I am not sure I've ever heard Valentine's Day make anyone's holiday power rankings.
I mean, it's
surprising us. This is why we have Rams Revealed. Give you the important stuff. What are you thankful for?
Thankful for life. Thankful for opportunity. Thankful for my family. My teammates, my brothers I come in and go to work with each and every day. Really a lot to be thankful for, man. Like I could go on, but I'm just thankful for my life and my freedom. Thankful for the people who've been around all of these years to see me accomplish my dreams.
A lot of those people are in Powder Springs, Georgia.
Powder Springs, Austell, they're like right next to each other. So
it's kind of what, Atlanta Metroplex area?
Metro Atlanta. So
tell me about Hillgrove High. Yes, I was looking at the notable alumni. My goodness, Bradley Chubb, Evan Ingram, so many others. Colin Sexton, a former NBA first-round pick, now with the Jazz. Do they recruit there?
Nah, actually. So most of them are just, they come up through the program. And it's a lot of talent that comes through, not only Hillgrove, but just that Metro Atlanta area. And, we're just fortunate to have a lot of guys come through Hillgrove. So
amazing. You're joining that list for sure.
Yes,
all right.
indeed.
A couple questions about the nickname and then your last name. Tank, it's trademarked. Like, look at his social. It's got that little TM in there. So don't touch it.
No, do not touch that. Nah.
Family? Friends? Where does it come from?
My dad. I was a quite large toddler. Some people might say.
How large are we talking here?
I was pretty big. I was, bigger than most. And I used to run around the house a lot. Just like knocking stuff over, playing football in the house. And then when I actually started playing football and I started hitting people, it kind of stuck. And 20-some years later, everybody knows me as Tank. So
okay, Rams fans can call you Tank.
I mean, yeah, they can call me Tank.
All right.
Yeah.
And then how often does your last name get misspelled? I feel like I've been guilty of it a few times. Thankfully, I have to say names more than I have to spell them. But
because it's a common spelling. It's a U instead of an O, so it kind of gets messed up quite a lot. But I've had to correct a couple people, just on like social media using the name. But McCollough.
Oh yeah, the U follows the second O. All right, McCollough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A parting gift, which is not really a parting gift because you can't take it. Sorry. But each week on Rams Revealed, our amazing video trainee Fair does a grease board sketch of our guest. Yeah. It is, of course, your turn. And we'll have you sign it before you leave.
Shout out Fair, man. I need to meet Fair because
looking over at your single camera.
You did this, okay? Yeah.
You got any artistic talent?
Not at all. But that's something like I would want to do, like drawing or something. You got the Widow's Peak down and all. I usually have waves, but I'm out the helmet and shout out Fair.
You have to be blessed to have a Widow's Peak.
I mean,
talking from experience.
Yeah. They say like it's something special about the Widow's Peak, and then you got the pick six. Is this you? No. Oh, okay.
We'll pretend it is.
Yeah, that's cool.
How does 39 suit you?
It was an adjustment because I'm so used to my single digit. But you make the number doesn't make you. So
Tank, good to meet you.
Yes, indeed.
Wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, a successful trip to New Orleans. Finish strong, will you?
Thank you.
All right, have a great rest of your rookie season. To all of you, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving as well. And once again, thank you for supporting Rams Revealed, as always presented by Sleep Number.